And also another thing that we do is like we try to improve our communication with other people and still our siblings. Like if we have an argument, we don't know how to handle it, we just can go up to our parents and be like, this is my side, this is their side, how do I handle this? And then we can learn how to grow together and how to improve how we connect, how we communicate, and how we resolve arguments.
Hello everyone, we are Greg and Jacquie Francis, and welcome to High Performance Parenting, where our passionate goal is to encourage you to raise champion children in a crazy world. Every week we will bring you multiple episodes from our extensive experience of raising our six happy, healthy, successful, godly kids who are confidently equipped to win big in life.
We deeply believe that any parent who is provided with the right knowledge and continual support can raise amazing kids. And when they do, all of our futures get better. If raising up future generations of absolute champions matters to you as much as it does to us, here's how you can contribute. Like and share this podcast with everyone you know. And together, let's embrace this journey of raising champion kids in a crazy world.
Hey guys, welcome back to our podcast. I'm super excited today because I have three guests with us today. Ladies, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi there, I'm Crissy.
Hi, I'm Abbie. I'm Hunter.
And today I'm super excited to chat with the girls about going on date days or evenings with mom and dad. I don't know about you guys, but we have so much going on in our life, but we think it's such an important priority to make sure that we're spending individual time with each of our kids. And we get lots of family time, and we like to hang out as a big group, don't we, girls?
Yes. We do.
Which is some of our favorite times, right? When we're all hanging out together. But it's kind of neat sometimes when you get a little one-on-one time with mom or dad, right?
Right. Like even like my first love language or second love language isn't quality time. But when you get the date time with mom and dad, it might not feel a quality time love language, but for me it's they see me or they hold my hand or they tell me how great I've been doing. It feels my love languages of physical touch and words of affirmation.
Yeah, whether it's for me, like I like physical touch, so it's whether like the holding the hands, it just like, or just knowing that you're seen and that you're appreciated and that you get individual time with mom and dad. Since there's so many of us, it can be hard for mom and dad to sometimes like give everybody individual time all the time. So when they actually make it a point and put it in their schedule, like we're going to have individual time together, that's when it really means a lot to me.
Right, because it shows that they see us and they're willing to take time out of their busy schedule in order to spend time with us. And we know that it's not going to happen every day. Like we understand their schedule, but when they tell us ahead of time, hey, we're going to have a special date with you, then we get excited for however long it is.
So, do either one of you remember one of your first dates that maybe you went on with dad or I?
I remember mine. I was definitely one to dress up and be fancy when I was younger. I'd take my sister's nice clothes and everything, and I remember dressing up, getting in my skirt and my nice shirt, and my hair was done, and I had my bracelets and my sparkly shoes, and I was all ready, and my dad took me to a place where we had some food first, but then he let me have like a big ice cream cone and I couldn't even finish it all. It was so good, but I had Blue Moon ice cream because that was my favorite at the time, and I just remember it being really fun.
And how old were you? Like maybe 4 or 5?
I think, 5 or 6 maybe.
Okay, 5 or 6. So what was it that like meant so much to you when you were having that time with daddy?
Well, it was really cool because he made it also a really cool experience with having like his convertible top down, and it's like we got to just enjoy time with our daddy. It was really special because he got to take us to do things that he knew we liked, and then he just enjoyed quality time with us, and it really made me feel loved.
That's great. How about you, Abbie?
I remember my first date was with one of my first dates with dad. I remember I was all dressed up. I had my cowgirl boots on, and then mom curled my hair, so I just looked like perfect. And I remember me and dad, we always like sharing food. So I remember we went to this barbecue place, nothing too fancy. Like it doesn't have to be fancy. Like I'm one that I just like to have fun. So I just remember going there, and of course we held hands, I'm sure. And then like we each got something barbecue, and I'm sure we shared and everything. It was just a really fun experience because like you feel like you want to feel older, and you feel like you want to just be special. You're like that special person for the day. So that was just really fun. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, and we've had so many more in between all the times, and they're all different. Like, that's what makes it so unique. Not all of them have to be the same. Not all of them have to be the same thing. Like, you can do all different things, but it just makes you feel loved when you feel like you're the special person.
Right, you don't even need to go out and get a meal or go out and do like a big fancy thing. Like just even going to the pool and having individual swimming time with like my dad or my mom has been really special, or a bike ride throughout the neighborhood, like anywhere or anytime. It was just always so special.
How about you? Have you been on some dates with mommy?
I remember my first date with Mom, and she took me everywhere that I liked to go. And I remember we went to stores and looked at all the toys, and that ride I remember.
Did it make you feel special? Yes. Did you like to hold my hand and look at all the things you like to look at? Not the stuff I would look at, huh? Right. Just like Hunter said, sometimes it's just something as simple as going to the store and looking at all the toys that she would love to look at instead of feeling rushed or overwhelmed, slowing down for that quality time and talking about what matters to each child individually.
For sure. And Hunter, hasn't mommy also taken you to the park? Is that your favorite thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's so neat when you just have a little bit of time with each of your kids. And I will just tell you, at first when we started this is a long time ago, we didn't really know how great it would be. Like, because we had spent so much time with our kids, we didn't know that individual time would make that much of a difference. But I will tell you, since we've been doing it and keeping up with it, so many great conversations come out of individual time with our children. I mean, many times when I take the girls out, and then I just was on a date with Drews last week, conversations in the car or when we're doing something comes up, and they open up in ways to Greg or I that they might not have done had we not taken that specific time. Right, girls?
Yes.
Right? Like, it's not always, it's great to open up when it's individual time because then they're fully focusing on you. Because if we're having group time or whatever we're doing, sometimes it's not as easy to open up because we don't know if their focus is fully on us. But when they take the time to have full focus on us, then we can really feel comfortable to open up and know that they're paying attention and know that they'll help us.
Yeah, and also something like I really like to go to Mom and get to talk to her and explain to her what's just going on in my life. And then like through that, she can help me navigate. So like what really matters to me is like whenever we like go just in the car, like I love being in the car with Mom because that's the way I can just talk to her and be able to just go back and forth, and she can tell me how she can help me with my feelings and how to like express them better. So it's just really like, I really like being heard, and that's one of the ways that really fills my love tank is to be heard by my mom.
Yeah, and also another thing that we do is like, we try to improve our communication with other people and still our siblings. Like, if we have an argument, we don't know how to handle it, we just can go up to our parents and be like, this is my side, this is their side, how do I handle this? And then we can learn how to grow together and how to improve how we connect, how we communicate, and how we resolve arguments.
Yeah, I think one of the big things, the takeaway of taking your child on a date is a couple things. Number one, it doesn't have to be fancy. Right, guys? No, it doesn't have to be super fancy. Although, if you get a chance to do that, sometimes it's really fun. Right, girls?
Yeah.
I mean, as you heard from Abbie and Crissy, they got dressed up. They really felt special. They felt seen. They felt unique. Feelings of just excitement were there. And I think that gave us an opportunity to prep on what it was going to be like to have dates in the future, of course. But then what was neat is as time has gone on and the kids have gotten older, dates have changed, from having like something as simple as like ice cream on the date or something like that. Like you just said, Abbie, sometimes it's running errands together, and it's not quote unquote a date, I would say, but it's individual time.
Yeah, definitely. Like when we were little, it's like, let's get the ice cream and everything. But now it's like, I just really want to be heard. That's what really matters to me now. Like when I was little, I was like, oh, let's see the toys. Let's do all this. Let's just do something fun together. But now it's like, I want to do something fun together, but I want to be heard in between it. So that's just one way that we can just have time together, which I really, really enjoy.
And also the importance of knowing your kids' love language so you know what to do with them. Like, I know that our parents really study us so they know our love languages, so they know the best thing that they can do for a date time. So like whether it's for Hunter, she enjoys pretty much all the love languages at this point, but just looking at toys sometimes, or quality time going to the park, or they know that Ellie, for instance, hers is a gift love language. So maybe going out and buying her a little toy that she wanted, or like if whatever our love languages are, our parents can plan accordingly.
Right. I think that's part of it is just like Crissy said earlier, is putting it on the calendar. It's on the calendar. So again, the things that we care most about is our family unity. And we want to make sure that we are prioritizing our family, because once our family is prioritized, then we can go out and do other things, build amazing businesses, make amazing relationships, go and explore new endeavors or whatever it may be. But if we don't prioritize our kids in all that, we'll lose that connection. So dates became kind of like something that we could tell, oh, this kid hadn't been on one for a while, so I need to give them individual time. And I will tell you, parents, what's been great for us is, of course, there's so much fun in little dates, like they said, going to the pool and just hanging out together and enjoying quality time at the pool, or riding bikes together, whatever it may be. But it's slowing down during that time, in the midst of the fun, to hear what's going on too. Many times that's when I'm checking in with my kids on how it's going with their relationships.
For sure. Like anytime me and mom are having quality time, she'll be like, okay, how's it going with your sisters? How's it going with your brother? How's it going with your friends? How's it going with school? How are you feeling with everything? Like when we were moving, how are you feeling with the move? Like whatever it was, she was just like, how's it going with everything? Because she wanted to hear and she wanted to help.
Yeah, it was her way of also just seeing how we were in life, how we were feeling, just where we were, because like if you don't express where you are, how can you get to somewhere that you don't know how to? Like if you gotta be vulnerable where you are so you can get somewhere that you want to. So mom and dad would always make sure that they'd find us and see where we are so they can always help us improve to a better person.
Right. I think that's part of it, is just understanding that in the midst of those date times, it's also an opportunity to help your children go to the next level, because that one-on-one time allows you to kind of go over some of the things that, of course, they're doing great in, but also give another perspective on some things that maybe you could improve on, right? So
sure.
maybe in the next one, we can talk a little bit about some of the things that you've had, like maybe discussed with us on some of these dates that you've had to improve on. And because we had that date time, it opened up an opportunity for you to either tell us something that you wanted to talk to us about, or we had a chance to talk to you about something. And I will tell you guys, we try to do dates with our kids probably, once, like each child gets one about once every 4 to 6 weeks, I would say. It's kind of like a check-in, but with fun wrapped around it. So don't think like Monday through Friday, 5 days, we're doing all these dates. We really kind of prioritize it so that the check-ins, the fun, the energy that goes with the date happens not too often so that they don't see it as special, but often enough so we can connect.
Yeah. And you also make sure like you take turns. Like you're like, Abbie just went this week. Next week it'll be Bella's turn. You make sure that you take time for everybody. So it's not like I just went with her, but you forget. Like you kind of almost have like a checklist that you write down to make sure that you take time for each kid. Like since there's so many of us, it can be hard to remember what one you just went last on. So you even like tell the kids, like you can help me out. What one's next in the lineup to have a date with them? Because like all of us really cherish the time to have dates with mom and dad.
True. All right. Well, I think what we'll do is we'll pause and we'll come back again. Are you guys okay with doing a part 2 to this?
Sure.
All right. Talk to you guys soon.
Hey everyone, thanks for listening and thanks for your love and support. We hope that today's episode added tremendous value to you and your family. It would mean so much to us if you would partner with us on our mission of helping parents around the globe raise champion children in this crazy world.
To do so, simply take a moment to like and share this podcast with everyone in your network. And we have great news. You get more of us. You can expect new episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning. So be sure to consistently tune in with us and enjoy our show. See you next time.